So this is this first one. This is the second story. Oh, okay. I see some singles here.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get a flavor of what we're looking at.
Oh, there
Okay,
we go.
now we're making sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those are all the entries. Do we see, let's go back to the beginning. How do you want to do this? Do you want to look at all the singles or do you want to look at the entirety first?
I think by looking at some of these contact sheets, I feel like I can eliminate some.
Okay,
Same.
Before going into singles, because that would be a lot of singles to look at.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I would say out to this
Oh.
one.
I agree. It feels like a daily assignment or like 2 days.
Okay. Let's see here.
Out.
Yeah.
Whoops, sorry guys.
Out, that looks too complicated.
That was my calendar. Sorry about that. Sorry, were you saying out to this?
No, to your calendar. It
Oh
doesn't-
yeah, yeah, definitely. Out to the calendar. Yeah.
I would say out to the biker, the little biker. I'd say out to this one.
Out.
I'm not sure.
I'd say out to this one too.
This feels like just the story of one game.
Yeah.
And again, we're going down to 4 total, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And remember, you don't have to do 4. You can do 3. You don't have to honor, you don't have to do an honorable mention. So it's kind of your option. But we had 10, we're down to 6. All right, so
I think I want to out the first one.
this one,
Want to look at it again.
I'm with Julio, actually,
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of emotion.
okay.
or narrative.
Okay, we're down to 5.
With this, I think I might need to look at singles.
Okay,
Looks interesting.
Yeah.
and anytime you want me to read a caption, I can do that. So
Ah, fire extinguishers. That's what's doing that.
Oh, it's one caption. Okay.
Mhm. So I'm inclined to strike this just because it just feels like a big edit of the season and not actually a story in any way. Um, it feels like some of the other moments, some of the moments like the homecoming queen getting escorted onto the field is just for the sake of variety and not for the sake of actual narrative structure. So I'm inclined to cut it.
There are a lot of pictures in this that, and I agree with you that we should cut it, but I think selections like these are really important to look at because there are a lot of moments that are like almost there. And it's like if you took like a step over to the left or like crouch something differently, then like you have a much stronger picture. There are a lot of nice I wish that there was more, and I wish that there was a little bit more variety to this because there are a lot of like almost pictures in this that would make me want to keep it.
To me,
agree.
this feels like a sports portfolio and not sports story.
Right.
interesting comment.
There's no story to it. There's no arc, and it's I don't see a beginning and an end. A lot of beautiful photos, but they just don't work together.
I think what I see most in this is sort of a sense of place and community, but I don't see a story necessarily.
Right.
Okay,
But some nice photos and moments.
Yeah, definitely.
so outright.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're down to 4. The
we look through
bullfighter.
this one.
Sure.
We've seen some of them, but
Yeah, we've
Mhm.
seen that one.
and this is in the order it was intended. What we're looking at, or
Yes, the way these are put in, the photographer chose the order of them. Yes. Good question. Okay. I'll look at the next story.
This
Mhm.
one.
So
Sorry.
so these have a lot of the same pitfalls as the high school football.
Yeah,
It feels like a collection of pictures, but it doesn't have like the 10 cents worth of string to like make it into a story. If that makes any sense.
it, yeah, I think there's a difference between a portfolio and a story, and it's a good portfolio for sure.
Mhm.
But
Did not place. Because we have 4 here, so this could be HM, or and you don't have to honor HM, so,
we do have to place 3.
yes.
Okay.
What's the other one? I lost track. Can we just keep this for a second and then see
Oh,
the
yeah.
next one?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, no, no,
Train
not
of
at all.
thought. American combat veterans.
All right.
And this
Go look
is
at all of them.
this young motocross rider really tells a whole story, and it's each image has a point to it. Well, there's a couple that are kind of redundant or stale, but there's a lot of thought into each of these images that really kind of push forward the story. And I love it. It's maybe because I'm a dad to crazy boys too, but it just really I feel like, you know, I can connect with this kid, and I can see that he's a kid, but he's also like this badass who like leaps over his parents with his motorcycle, which is just incredible. And of course he's gonna have a slide in his bedroom, because why not? So I love it. This really makes of all of them makes me feel like something.
I agree. I think this does a really good job of kind of showing who he is for a lot of the ways that Julio described. Like, he's not just a kid. He's not just a motocross person. It shows both. It shows what his home life looks like. It shows his relationship with his parents. I think more than any other of these entries, I think it does a really good job of showing like one story subject is a really like multifaceted person. And that's what good stories should do.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's look at all of them again.
I love this one because it's beautiful photographs, but I was struggling a little bit to find, you know, there's some anticipation going on, and then I don't know about the action part of it necessarily. And I don't know how many, is this the same person or is it different people?
It's different people.
Yeah. Again, compared to the, you know, to the boy, it was a little hard to follow along and sort of get involved. I don't know if you guys think the same thing, but
I agree.
There
beautiful
are
pictures.
a lot of beautiful pictures. But again, like it's still like it's still missing that 10 cents worth of string of like, what do all these things, because even if it's an essay, what are we doing to tie it all together?
Is that a Southern term, Tim? 10 cents worth of string?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
learned-
I've never heard it
I
before.
learned it in my capstone from my
Oh.
professor. Shouts out to Rita Reed.
Okay.
And she would always talk about that when working on picture stories, that like you can have all of like these, like it's a pearl necklace, so like each picture is a pearl, but if you don't have the 10 cents worth of string, like what is the point of the story?
Mhm.
Then you don't have a necklace.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this one.
Same pitfall. I would not place this.
Yeah, the picture 2 and 3, maybe it's just my screen, but they don't look very sharp or have much of a point. So it just kind of brings everything down right off the bat. So I would eliminate it completely.
This one for me had a lot more anticipation to it, and I definitely saw the theme going on, but I was worried. I was a little worried it's more of a, you know, recurring theme than it is a story. But I did like this one because of all the great details that were in here.
I think it does a good job. It does successfully, I think, what the bullfighting story was trying to do, in that you have like, I think 4 or 5 different characters, all of whom you check back in with at the Paralympics. And so while it's not so full-fledged as this boy doing motocross, I think there's at least causal effect. So while it might not be 10 cents worth of string, at least it's 2 cents. And so I think this earns second place in my head for that reason.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree.
I agree. And I was also really impressed that, you know, we did make it to the Olympics and the photographer was able to go and check back in on these people, as you said.
So it sounds like there's a consensus for second place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so first place, this one, or this one.
Oh boy.
Boy,
Cosine.
Yep.
Okay, and that was, you guys are jamming here, man. Good job. Very nice.